Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name's Janelle, and today I am going to be reviewing The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Now first, I'm sorry for the lawn mowing sounds that are going to be coming in off and on. I've tried waiting it out. We're doing the review. So, The Hobbit, worldwide phenomenon, popular, classic fantasy book. It's a big deal. I hadn't read it because pretty much so far through my whole life I didn't think I really had any interest in it. And that being said, it means so much to so many members of my family. It is one of my grandma's, her all-time favorite book. Like, loves it. My dad loves it, my mom loves it, my aunt and uncle, one of my cousins, my husband, like everybody just loves The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and I just didn't really think it was for me. And then something kind of changed at the end of last year where I started getting interested in it, and that's what started on me reading it's behind the plant, but the Tolkien Treasury, to kind of dip my toes into Tolkien's writing and see if I liked it. I do have individual reviews for those books. I do have a full wrap-up discussion about them. I'll link that below. But it was kind of leading up to The Hobbit. And I really liked it. I really liked it. Now, honestly, I don't really know why I didn't think I would for so many years, because I love the Chronicles of Narnia. I adore C.S. Lewis's writing. And guess what? They were best friends. They were like the Patrick Stewart and Sir Ian McKellen of their day, you know? So I don't know where the difference was in my head, honestly. But reading The Hobbit, I can see similarities. Like, I can easily be like, okay, yeah, like, you were friends. Like, you can... The narration style is extremely similar. How the narrator's talking to the reader and explaining and telling the story to the reader. I have seen the movie. I think the book's a lot more lighthearted, and I preferred that. It was just such a fun, carefree adventure, because I was kind of like, oh, this is going to get really dark and everything, and it didn't, because it is a lot lighter than the movie. I found it moved really, really fast. I read it in less than like 24 hours. I just blasted through it. I did listen to the audiobook while I read, and the audiobook is narrated by Andy Serkis, who voices Gollum, and amazing. Amazing. I am so glad I listened to the audiobook as well. Like, it's going to be so perfect for like road trips and everything. Like, his voices for Gandalf and Bilbo and Thorin, like, they were just so perfect. And it's probably because, like, he worked with the actors, he knows the actors, so he knows the voices and the personas, but it's such a cast that was so perfectly built. It's amazing. What is The Hobbit about, if anyone doesn't know? It's actually a bit weird to describe. Well, no, it's not. It's probably, the whole saga would be hard to describe, but basically, Bilbo Baggins is a hobbit, and he is approached by Gandalf, right at the very, very start. He doesn't know why, he has no idea. Hobbits like to keep to themselves, and suddenly, dwarves. All these dwarves enter his world, and dwarves are adventurers, and, you know, not the opposite of a hobbit, right? And anyway, he ends up going on this adventure with them to reclaim their home that's been taken from them. Very minuscule. That's a very small scale description, but I also don't like describing too much because I don't want to give things away. Honestly, I was just so pleasantly surprised by how lighthearted it was. Like, there wasn't really... Yeah, there was still... Like, the movie was very, very accurate with the different scenes and, you know, this, that, and what happened, but the darker points were built up more and took longer in the movie, whereas here it happened and they moved on. And just the sense of humor. I really, really love Tolkien's sense of humor. There's so many times where I was just giggling away at both the narrator, at what Bilbo was saying, at just what the different characters were saying. Because there'd be so often, like, Bilbo would think something to himself or mutter something, and the narrator would be like, it's not the last time he thought that. proved to be true. So honestly, it was such a joy to read. I'm really looking forward to reading the rest. I'm probably going to try to do like one a month. Although I don't know the other ones, if they're more, I've heard they're more dense and might take me longer to read. I don't know. But overall, I really enjoyed this. And if you're thinking about picking up Tolkien and aren't sure if it seems really daunting, I was really daunted. I was insanely daunted. But honestly, it's so readable. It's so readable, it's so accessible, and it's just, you can so quickly understand why he's kind of become the pillar of, you know, the reason fantasy looks like what it does today, you know? You can understand why so many things have inspired authors that he's done and have been the cause and effect of things that are now existing because of this. So I love the descriptions of the locations, but it was really the characters. The characters shone so well. Just all of them were amazing. All the little songs that they sang were so good. And even the evil characters, the bad guys, were still really, he made them feel like you could just go and find any of these characters anywhere. Like, he made them so real, and just made it seem like such a great place. Like, I really want to visit and I can't. And he's so hospitable too. Like, I would just love to go stay in his hobbit hole. But I can easily see why this is a worldwide favorite. Do I regret not picking it up sooner? No, because I really believe, like, you know, things come and go when they should and whatnot, but no, I think this is kind of the perfect time for me to read this. It made me so happy. I enjoyed it so much, and for my family, I'm really happy that I read it, because it's not just that they really like it, but it really means something to all of them. So I'm glad I can have that conversation now, and as well, just know them a little bit better in a way, you know, kind of know something that's had a profound impact on them. So I'm really excited to get into the Fellowship. I rated this 4 stars. I don't know if it will end up being my favorite out of them all or not. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. So I rated it 4 stars. I do change my ratings around every now and again, but I feel kind of like 4 is the right place for it for me. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So if you've read it, let me know what your thoughts were. Like I said, I'm going to link the video to my wrap up of the reading of the Treasury of Tolkien, the 4 books, in the description below. If you want to like, comment, and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye!